count last paragraph before you at 650. It said earlier that when one does tshuva, it's not enough only to correct the wrong you have done, but to do right in the context that you had done wrong. If you stole, with that hand you should help people. If your heart had envy, you should be happy for other people. Right? Ayin Ra, all these different things. He says, "Umasik b'min hazeh mish'efshel letzavos batov v'lahazim min haro la'anoshim toim." If you can encourage people to do good and to forewarn people from to go astray, you have that ability. V'ikvul mizeh yichol mamonim yirosan. Hear this? And the reason why he doesn't, because he's hoping, he wants to ingratiate himself to be able to receive their money, or he fears them. So why is he letting them go astray and do the wrong thing? For personal gain. He doesn't want to fall out of favor from other people. You tell people if they don't want to hear, you fall out of favor from them. So he lets them go astray rather than correcting them, than preventing them. Or he's ashamed. And they went astray. And because of his own inhibitions or his own conflicts, he did not forewarn him from going astray, from going the right. This person is considered a rosha. He will die because of his sin, and blood will be sought out from him. Because there's a Jew drowning. If one doesn't say, and you have the ability to save his life, you have not, and you don't, it's considered that you were an accomplice to his death. If you could have saved him, you did not. You let him go to his death. You're culpable for actually causing his death, although you weren't involved. Same thing here. If you could have intervened and caused people not to sin, or to do good, and you did not because of your own reasons, which were not justified, you're held accountable for the sin or for the lack of good that did not come about. You talk or he's going to listen. So when I even talk about the mitzvah tochocha, the times you have to tell them, even if they're not going to listen. But here we're speaking. You will make a difference. But because of your own reasons, you're concerned it'll be a lack of gain or a loss or whatever it may be, then you're held accountable for it. Good, Howard. No comment. Unfortunately, you see it every you go to shul every Shabbos, you see this. You have a person, his child is making a ruckus in shul. Nobody says a word to that person. Why? Because of who his father is. But somebody else's child, his father's not that person, right away they rein in on the child. Why? And they give the father an argument for not controlling his child. Right? Don't bring him to shul. So why don't you tell so-and-so not to bring his son to shul? Well, he underwrites the budget. He contributes significantly to the shul. But if it's wrong, it's wrong. You can't disrupt the service. We have many standards. That's the way it is. He's a person that has difficulty doing tshuva. So exactly, what is the strategy, how to get yourself to do tshuva? People have difficulty. Noma b'tshuvas hashel azos ki mish'ova aveiro min aveiro sheyikshe lesakta bofen hatshuv miuchedes bo. Person transgressed, and he has difficulty correcting the aveiro, the transgression, in the proper tshuva that has to address that particular problem. Eino nimletus me'echad b'shnei dvorim. So he says, whatever it may be, it's in one of two categories. Between him and his maker. Person overcharges a person, and the person wasn't aware that he overpaid, and the person believed he was paying market price, and you overcharged him beyond the highest level of market price. You're permitted to go up to a certain point. Beyond that point, it's considered stealing. Even though we say a person up to a sixth, the person is willing to waive that. If it's a sixth or more, a person is not willing to waive that. If that's the degree he's being overcharged. Geneva, minig zelos, achomis va'ovir. All various lives of iniquity regarding monetary. Lechavero. Meizmen shetia tiatshuva nimnas olov lechad bin aponim shigdam shatshuva mehen kosher. And he has difficulty doing tshuva for the many reasons why a person has difficulty doing tshuva. Shekabel olav gidji atshuva chol torneo. When he accepts upon himself all the prerequisites to tshuva, meeting all the criteria, b'chol kocho v'chol tamim. Habori mekolov tshuvoso. It's like very often you read the Chovot Chaim in his work, Chovot Chaim. You know, not to speak Lashon Hara is not easy. And continues, the Chovot Chaim writes, very often the Yitzhara whispers in your ear, says, you know, it's an exercise in futility. You're never going to succeed. You're never going to this. And the Chovot Chaim shows continuously that it doesn't happen in a day in terms of to succeed, but over time, once you learn the halachas and you condition yourself, eventually you have control. But initially, he tries to discourage you that it's a lost cause. You know, how do you interact with people? You know, you're going to become a hermit. You're going to become you're not going to be able to be sociable. So he shows you can be plenty sociable. You could be sociable and speak things that are permitted. You don't have to gossip and speak negative about other people. But again, it's not easy. But once you understand how to deal with these issues, it's not difficult to deal with it. So he says, but not only that, habori mekel of tshuvoso. As difficult as may be to recognize and to change your behavior, this is what we call siyat d'shmaya. Hashem makes it easier. That a person come upon certain understanding, realizations, to make it easy for him to do a proper tshuva if you sincerely want to make the correction. If you want to make the correction, Hashem will assist you to make the correction. There's a famous story in the Chovot Chaim was riding on a train. Chovot Chaim did tshuva for 45 minutes a year of Bittul Torah. You understand? So that's how exact Chovot Chaim was with utilizing his time. Chovot Chaim's riding on a train, and he dressed in ordinary garb, sitting next to a person who's a farmer. Strikes up a conversation with the Chovot Chaim, and Chovot Chaim starts inquiring about his chickens and the feed and the cost and where he stores them and this and that, and the cows and how often he milks them, when he milks them. And he's engaged for about 2 hours in this conversation with this man. Finally, the train pulls into Vilna, this train station. The farmer looks out the window, he sees thousands of people waiting. So he says to the Chovot Chaim, he says, you know, there must be somebody special on this train. He says, I don't know anybody special. I'm not sure what it's all about. All of a sudden, they come on the train. They take the Chovot Chaim off. And he realizes he wasted 2 hours of the Chovot Chaim's time with all this nonsense about the chicken feed and the chickens. So he apologized. He says, I wasted the rabbi's time. I know how precious the time is. He says, the truth is, with other people, the moment they start speaking to me, I have to stop the conversation. With you, it was a pleasure to talk about the cows and the chickens and the feed. It's not a problem. Okay, to be continued.
This is very hard.
What?
The whole test. Because it's about sinning that you can't really repent for, or
You could repent for it. You have to go to the person that you spoke
there are
about.
other things. There's stealing from communal funds that are supposed to go be dispersed, and whatever else it lists out.
He speaks about it later. The Gemara speaks about this. How do you correct it? You have to take the money and put it into a community project.
Right. And you have to. And the last part of the test also is something about the idea. You have to. People see people sin all day, every day, in one form or another. Not all day, but.
Okay, because you're right. Those people are in bad shape. At the end of their lives.
That I'm capable of.
Of course, they don't live their lives responsibly. No, you don't have to change. People don't live their lives responsibly. But a person learns and understands.